My partner sold my designs for 50,000. He didn't know I was the only one who could actually build them. Tuesday, 6:15 a.m. I'm unlocking the bay door at Castellano Precision Parts like every morning for 25 years. Gas station coffee, keys jangling, smell of cutting oil already in the air. First one in, always. Phone rings unusual for this early. Marcus handles client calls. Jerry Hopkins aerospace client. Rob, why the hell is Velocore pitching me your designs? I spill coffee on my shirt. Brain's not processing. What? Jerry, that's impossible. He cuts through my denial. I'm looking at your bearing assembly. Patent pending tolerances. Your work from Velocore. I lean against the workbench, steadying myself. Has to be a mistake. Heck, maybe. Jerry's voice is flat. Rob, this isn't a mistake. Someone sold them your exact designs. 30 years, that's how long I trusted him, Velocore. Where Marcus went 8 months ago. Consulting opportunity, he said. My best friend since 3rd grade. Our company 50 gauge 50 handshake deal. No contracts because family doesn't need contracts. And just like that, in one phone call, it's all gone. Let me back up. You need to understand who I am, who Marcus was to me, and what we built together. I'm a builder. That's all I've ever been. 58 years old. Been working with metal since I was 14 in my dad's garage. Castellano Precision Parts started their dad's garage, his old lathe. Me and Marcus with more ambition than sense. 25 years ago, just 1550, Hermano, our word is our bond. My dad died 3 years after we started. Marcus gave the eulogy because I couldn't get through 2 sentences without breaking down. That's the kind of brother he was. Or the kind I thought he was. Last month I spent 8 months perfecting this bearing assembly for Jerry's aerospace contract. Tolerances, 40% tighter than specifications required, because good enough has never been good enough for me. Miguel, my nephew, 24, learning the trade, watches me measure the same piece 5 times. Why so tight? Jerry only asked for standard specs. I show him the math. Explain what happens at 30,000 feet when a bearing fails by even a fraction. Aircraft can't afford close enough. Mijo, neither can we. That's who I am. My father's old screwdriver still sits on my bench. 40 years old. Worn handle. But the tool works. Quality endures. Shortcuts fail. Marcus handled the business side, sales, clients, money. He was the smile, I was the hands. Perfect partnership, everyone said. But employees call me Tio Rob, call him Mr. Reeves. Small thing tells you everything. Carmen, my office manager, 15 years with us, tried to show me weird invoices back in September. Rob, these vendor names, I can't verify them. I waved her off. Marcus handles that stuff. January. Strange file access patterns, Marcus downloading design files at 2 a.m. He works late sometimes, I said. March, she tried again. I shut her down. Didn't want to hear it. Couldn't imagine Marcus would ever. What I didn't see 8 months ago. Marcus shows up in a new BMW. Client image Rob. Expensive suits. Business dinners. I wasn't invited to any more. Then Velocore VP of Sales, consulting fees. Opportunity too good to pass up. I was proud. Never occurred to me to ask where Velocore got the money to pay him so much when he'd never worked anywhere but our shop. 35 families depend on this company. This isn't just my legacy, it's theirs too. Miguel's future. And my blind loyalty, my stupid insistence that family doesn't betray family, made me the easiest mark in the world. I drive to the office mid-shift. Never do that. Carmen's waiting in my office. Thick folder in front of her, looking at me with something colder than anger. Carmen, Jerry says Velocore has our bearing design. That's impossible, right? I'm begging her to tell me I'm crazy. She slides the folder across without a word, just slides it. What is this? Her voice stays quiet. Controlled. That's worse than yelling. Evidence I tried to show you 6 different times. The first page is an invoice. Apex Industrial Solutions, 48,000. Don't recognize it. What's Apex? Carmen leans back, arms crossed. Doesn't exist. Shell company. Check the signature. Marcus's signature. His handwriting I've seen for 30 years. I flip pages. Another invoice. Different company, same signature. 35,000. Another. Can barely breathe. How much? I manage. Total embezzled. A 240,000. Separate from the 850,000 Velicor paid him for selling our client lists, processes, designs. I have the emails. He downloaded every major design file you created over 2 years, sent them everything. File access logs, Marcus's login, 24/7 a.m., 9:33 a.m., 30:15 a.m. Every design I stayed late perfecting, he copied while I slept. You knew. For over a year. It comes out accusatory. Carmen's jaw tightens. I tried. September? Those invoices, you said Marcus handles it. January, file access patterns, you said works late. March, bank statements. You told me to stop wasting your time. Each example lands. She's right, she tried. I loved him. I say voice breaking. He's my brother. 30 years, Carmen. Can't finish. That loyalty meant something. That history made you safe. Stupid. Carmen stands, walks to the door, stops. Doesn't turn around. You loved him. Past tense. He killed that a year and a half ago. You just found out today. She leaves me alone with evidence of my own willful blindness. First week, I don't tell anyone. Just stop. Work 16-hour days because machines don't ask questions. Midnight comes and I'm sitting in my truck staring at my phone. Marcus has called 47 times. Haven't answered once. I keep calling his voicemail just to hear his voice. You've reached Marcus Reeves. Hang up. Call again. Pathetic. Day 4 worse. Drive to Marcus's house at midnight and just sit there. Across the street, engine off, watching windows. 3 hours doing nothing. That's how Miguel finds me. His truck pulls up behind mine, headlights flooding my cab. He yanks my door open, somewhere between terrified and furious. Tew! What the fissy are you doing? Carmen called him. You're at ASS. Jesus Christ, get in my truck. Now do. He physically pulls me out, drives me home. Lectures me the entire way. He's right. Doesn't make it hurt less. Day 6, back at the shop, overhear Tommy on the phone. Yeah? Velicor bid on the same contract. Lower price, but really. My buddy at Peterson Supply said the same thing. They burn through consultants like crazy. Use them up, spit them out, lawsuits every time. Something clicks. I stop working, just stand there holding a wrench, listening. Marcus thinks he's partnered with them. Man, he's an idiot. They'll destroy him when they're done. And just like that, I see it. Velicor destroys people. Marcus chose them. Dug his own grave. All I have to do is wait. Watch. Let karma work. Week 2, Miguel shows up with his laptop. Don't ask how I got this. Marcus's spending since the Velicor deal. House down payment, $280,000. Jennifer's BMW, $55. Jewelry, trips, credit cards, and $165,000. He spent 400,000 of the 850,000 already too. Still owes Velicor deliverables, more secrets, more designs. If they drop him before he delivers everything. Miguel looks at me, I get it. Marcus needs them more than they need him now. He's their asset. Assets get liquidated. Week 3, I make my only active move. Call Jerry. You comfortable with Velicor? Just asking. He says the price is right. I choose words carefully. Don't know their operation personally. Just heard they move fast. In aerospace, speed and precision don't always. I let it hang. Jerry's smart. Should I be worried? I give him just enough. I double-check their stress tests. Verify process transparency. Can't be too careful with aircraft specs. 3 days later, Jerry pulls his contract. Velicor's prototype failed at 60%. Through the grapevine, David Chen, Velicor's VP, is furious. Marcus lost them a major aerospace deal. Now Marcus has to scramble, prove he's worth keeping. Every move, the hole gets deeper. I'm not investigating. I'm watching a man drown in consequences of his own making. Part of me wants to throw him a rope. The other part remembers all those months of lies while looking me in the eye. That part wins. Barely. But it wins. Marcus shows up at the shop. Walks through the bay door at 10 a.m. like he still belongs. The entire floor goes silent. Every machine stops. Tommy steps between us. You need to leave, Marcus. But Marcus looks past him, eyes red and desperate. Tommy, please. 5 minutes. I should tell him to get out. Instead, I hear myself say, 3 minutes. Outside, the parking lot, 6 feet apart but feels like miles. The man who gave my dad's eulogy. Who was my best man. Who built this company from nothing with me. 30 years of history standing between us like a wall. Rob. I don't even know where to start. His voice shaking. How about the 240,000 you stole? Or the designs you sold? Pick one. I was going to pay it back. The consulting fees from Velicor. I actually laugh. Bitter, ugly. Pay it back. You sold our clients and now you want credit for planning to fix it. He flinches. It wasn't about the money, Rob. You ever feel invisible? Every client asks for Rob. Every employee talks about Rob's genius. Your dad's funeral, I gave the eulogy because you couldn't, and people said Rob's lucky to have you. Lucky, like I'm your assistant. Part of me understands. Worse, part of me agrees. I did take him for granted. But understanding doesn't fix systematic betrayal. So you stole from me because your ego was hurt. My voice cracks despite trying to stay cold. 30 years, Marcus. You killed 30 years in 18 months. Do the math. I turn to walk away. He grabs my arm. Chen's going to destroy me. The contract, I didn't read it, Rob. I'm trapped, please. There it is. Part of me, the stupid, loyal part, wants to say yes. The other part remembers Carmen's folder. You made your choice. Live with it. I pull my arm free, walk back inside, lock myself in my office. Miguel finds me 10 minutes later, sitting in the dark, shoulders shaking. Doesn't say anything, just sits with me. Next morning, Carmen barges in. I quit. 2 weeks' notice. I look up, stunned. What, Carmen? Why? She slams a printout on my desk. 3 more clients left for Velicor this week. You didn't even notice because you're so busy waiting for karma while the company bleeds out. 35 families need paychecks, Rob. Not revenge. Her voice softens slightly. We need you. The builder. The leader. Not the version obsessed with watching Marcus burn. She's right. Fight for the company and let karma handle Marcus. Can't do one without the other. What's first? Carmen pulls out another folder. Jerry called. Wants to give you one chance. One prototype. 10 days. Beat Velicor's quality. Contract's yours. 10 days for a 3-week job. Impossible. I nod anyway. Then we do the impossible. I assemble the team that night. Tommy, Miguel, Carlos and Danny from machining. 16-hour days, sleep here if we need to. This is everything. Tommy nods. We prove quality beats theft. Boss. Miguel's already rolling up his sleeves. We work like men possessed. Every measurement checked 5 times. Every tolerance verified and re-verified. I'm machining critical components myself because I won't trust this to anyone else. Day 8, 2 a.m. I'm alone on the floor staring at a half-finished prototype. 60% done. 2 days left. Doubt creeps in. What if I can't do this? What if Marcus was right and the old ways don't work anymore? I pick up my father's old screwdriver. 40 years old, worn handle smooth from use, but the tool still works. Dad's voice, shortcuts fail me, Joe. Quality endures. Trust the work. I set it down. Go back to the lathe. 2 days. We'll make it. Day 10 I hand carry the prototype to Jerry's facility. Wait 3 hours while his team runs tests. Jerry finally comes back. Poker face. Rob. Long pause. This is exceptional. Better than original spec. Tolerances 40% tighter than required. Material quality superior. Stress test. Velicor's failed yesterday at 60%. Yours exceeded at 200%. He extends his hand. 5-year contract. Welcome back, partner. I exhale breath I didn't know I was holding. 2 weeks later, industry association meeting. 50 professionals, everyone who matters. Jerry's giving the keynote on quality versus cost. Everyone knows this is about Velicor versus Castellano. Jerry shows a slide, failed prototype, stress fractures visible. Doesn't name the company. Doesn't need to. Marcus is sitting 3 rows ahead with David Chen. I watch his face go white. Next slide, my bearing pristine. This is what craftsmanship looks like. This is what happens when you refuse to cut corners. A few people started clapping. Then more. People congratulating me after. 4 more clients approach about contracts. I should feel triumphant. Mostly feel tired. Won the battle, but friendship's corpse is still warm. After the event, loading equipment into my truck when I hear voices 2 rows over. Chen's voice cold and sharp. Contracts terminated, Reeves. Effective immediately. I freeze. Shouldn't listen. Can't help it. Marcus's voice, desperate. David, please, I delivered everything. Chen cuts him off. You delivered designs from a craftsman you couldn't replace. Without Castellano's skill, those designs are worthless. You're worthless. Section 7, 3. You owe us return of consulting fees. Now 850,000 plus interest. Marcus's voice breaks. I spent that money. I don't have. Chen's car door slams, engine starts, drives away. I step around the corner. Marcus is leaning against his car, head in hands. We make eye contact across the parking lot, 30 feet apart. His face shows everything: devastation, humiliation, consequences crashing down. My face probably shows my own war. Wanted this, got this, feels hollow. Neither of us moves. Neither speaks. What's there to say? 30 years died in one phone call. We're just standing in the cemetery now. I get in my truck, drive away. Leave him standing there alone, 6 months later. Marcus's fate comes through the grapevine the way everything does. Quiet conversations, careful updates. Velicor sued him for the NN 50,000 plus interest. He's working retail now, Home Depot garden section. House in foreclosure. The non-compete clause means he can't work precision manufacturing for 5 years. Jennifer found out everything when the lawsuit became public record. I heard they're separated, my company. Revenues back to pre-betrayal levels. Hired 3 new employees, expanding, not just recovering. Miguel got promoted to lead engineer. Kid earned it during that sprint. Carmen got the raise she deserved. The shop floor feels different now, tighter. Everyone knows what almost happened, what we survived, makes us stronger, or maybe just more careful. Last night, cleaning out old voicemails, I find one from Marcus. 18 minutes long, left the night of that parking lot encounter. I've never listened to it. Cursor hovers over the play button. What did he say? Apology, explanation, blame. Part of me, small part, maybe 2%, wants to know. The rest of me presses delete. Voicemail deleted. Some things don't need explaining. Some people don't get last words. Miguel's at my desk this morning with new aerospace specs. To you. You want me to lead this one. I look at the kid, not a kid anymore, really. 24 sharp. Learned everything I taught him, and then some. You ready? He grins. You taught me well. And just like that, the legacy continues. Quality over shortcuts. Craftsmanship over theft. The old ways still work. Just needed to prove it. If you believe quality still matters in a world full of shortcuts, subscribe to Familix's Revenge. Thanks for listening.